Yeah, hi, good morning. So today we are going to discuss some small overview about what exactly Python full stack and what are the modules we are going to cover under this course and what about the projects. Everything we'll discuss today, and from tomorrow onwards our first module will begin. So first of all, in this Python full stack, what are the modules we are going to cover? So first module is about Python, and the second one is Django Framework, and the next one MySQL, and after that GitHub. So once Python, Django, and MySQL finished, we are going to work out with UI technologies or front-end technologies. UI technologies or front-end technologies. So what are the UI technologies we are going to cover? So here the first one is about HTML, and the second one is CSS, third one Bootstrap, and after that JavaScript, and the next one is about jQuery. So along with some live projects we are going to work out. So these are the modules we are going to cover under Python full stack development. So this entire course, it will take around some 90 days duration will be there, and daily 1 hour session. In this 1 hour, around 40 to 45 minutes class will be there, and the last 15 minutes we are going to spend for any doubts about previous concept, etc. And after finish the concept, so we'll share you the soft copy of material. So for example, today class finished, we'll share you the today material only. And at the same way, based on the concept, we are going to share you a regular assignments as well. If required, we are going to share you the assignments also. So, and at the same way, after finishing the class, we are going to share you the class recording video as well. Why? Because different people are from different backgrounds. Some are non-technical, non-computers. So that's why after completion of the class, we are going to share you the video access as well. And here, along with this course, we are going to work out with around some 5 projects. So in these 5 projects, first 2 projects we are going to work out with Python plus Django based. We are going to work out 2 projects, and 3 projects we are going to work out by using UI technologies only. So like this, our course will go. So this is about the course overview and the duration, everything. And now we'll discuss what is the full stack developer, and what about the Python, what exactly the Django framework, and why we have to use. Everything we'll discuss one by one. So before going to discuss Python full stack, everybody should know about what is the web application. So in our regular life, we are using number of web applications. For example, YouTube, for example, Facebook, all these applications we are going to open in online only. From any device also, if we have internet connectivity, we can open easily. And here, each and every web application divided into 2 parts. First one is about front end, and the second one is about back end only. So here, front end is nothing but UI, user interface, or otherwise you can say presentation also, no problem. So when we are going to open any application on the screen, whatever they are going to display, see here, I have opened one Zoom application. On the screen, they are showing some text, some colors, images, etc. So this is about the user's view only. So whatever we are able to see on our screen, on our browser, is considered as a front end only. And the second one is about back end. Backend is nothing but some functionality or otherwise logics only. So in each and every application, we have different type of features only. For example, say here, when I'm going to click on delete, the meeting will be deleted. When I'm going to click on schedule, one new meeting will be scheduled. So this is one feature and my account is one feature. Like this, to create different features in your application, compulsory we have to write different type of logics or functionality only. So simply every application divided into two parts, front end and back end. And here full stack developer is the person to develop both front end and back end only. So he is going to develop one application from end to end without any other person intervention. So here is about the full stack. So when it comes to our Python full stack course, see here we have different type of modules. So here Python, Django and MySQL, these are backend technologies. Nothing but by using Python, Django and MySQL, we are going to develop the backend of your application. By using UI, user interface or front end technologies, we are going to develop front end of your application. If we want to become a full stack developer, compulsory we should know about both front end and back end technologies as well. So here, first one in our back end technology is Python. So what exactly the Python and why Python having this much demand nowadays? So here, Python is a programming language. So like Python, we have Java programming language, we have C programming language. By using any programming language also, we can develop different type of applications only backend only, not complete application. With the programming language, we are going to develop different type of functionalities or different applications only. So here, why Python having this much demand? Why? Because Python is a open source, nothing but it is a free software only. So it is not a new programming language. So it was invented in late 1990s only. But in Indian market from 2012 onwards, it is having huge demand. So many new technologies are entered in India, and in every technology, people are going to use Python programming language. And here, by using Python, we can develop web applications. So whatever applications we are going to open online, all the applications we can develop. And at the same way, desktop applications also, in this development process also, we are going to use the Python. So what is the desktop applications? For example, I went to shopping. They have billing system. They have installed only in their device only. So if you want to open, compulsory you have to use their device only. If we went to hotel, so they have table reservation system. Only they can open in their device only. So like this, desktop applications also we can develop. And the next one in testing environment also. So some companies are manufacturing computer hard disks, microchips, etc. So when they are going to deploy the product, before only they have to perform the testing as well. For this testing purpose, we have so many automation manual tools are there. So in this process also, they have to develop different type of logics. To develop these logics, previously everybody are used Java only. But when compared to Java, Python is easy to write the logics. That's why everybody are using Python only. So like this, in each and every field, they are using Python only. So in data visualization also, nothing but data science also, they are using Python, machine learning, blockchain, artificial intelligence. In each and every field, we have scope only. So why this much scope for Python? What is the major advantages compared to other programming language? So for example, observe here, I'm developing one ABC application. Here by using Java, I'm going to write 1,000 lines of code to develop this application. The same application I'm going to develop by using Python, but here I'm writing only 700 lines only. So obviously, which one will you choose? Obviously, people will go with Python because of less code only. So why less code compared to Java programming or other programming languages? Why? Because in Python, we have simplified syntaxes are there. So in any programming language also, if you want to develop particular logic, we have to follow the syntax. Syntax nothing but structure or format only. We have to follow the syntaxes. So compared to Java, here simplified, simple syntaxes are there. That's why compared to other programming languages, here we have to write less code only. So this is the major advantage. In any application, if code is less, automatically it improves your application performance. And at the same way, debugging process also easy. So here bug is nothing but error, debugging nothing but fixing the error. If we have less code, easily we can fix the errors as well. And at the same way, application maintenance also easy only. So like this, we have number of advantages are there with our Python compared to other programming languages. So that's why out of 100%, 32% share occupied by Python and 18% share occupied by Java. So just to imagine the current demand for Python programming. So if you want to start your career in web development, software development side, compulsory we have to go with Python full stack only. In case if you want to try as a data scientist, then Python with data science is required. So like this, so many combinations are there. And today here we are going to start about our Python full stack development and only. So these are the different type of features. And Python also called interpreted programming language. Python also called interpreted programming language. So what exactly the interpreted programming language? When it comes to other programming languages, first we have to write the program. And after that, we have to compile the program. Nothing but we have to find out the errors. If any errors are there, we have to fix. After that, we are going to execute the program. So here, total how many steps? Two steps we are performing, compile and execution. But when it comes to Python, once our code is ready, here both steps will be performed at a time only. So both compile and execution will be done at a time. Then who are going to perform both steps at a time? In backend, they have interpreter. So interpreter is going to perform both steps at a time. So that's why Python also called interpreted programming language. And at the same way, Python is platform independent as well. So what is the platform independent? Nothing but to execute your Python programs, to run your Python programs, we can use different type of platforms only. No need to execute only by using Python software. We have so many platforms out there. For example, once we install the Python, they will give you IDLE. So by using IDLE also, we can execute, we can run the Python programs. In our device, we have a command prompt. By using command prompt also, we can execute the program. In online, we have some third-party compilers are there like Jupyter. By using this also, we can execute. Or otherwise, some third-party tools are there like Python or Sublime. So like these different platforms are there to run your Python programs. So that's why Python also called platform independent. So in our course, we are going to discuss all the tools based on the concepts only. From day one, if you want to use any particular tool also, you can use, no problem. But we are going to cover end to end all the things here only. So like this, we have multiple features about the Python. So finally, we have a clarity. So by using Python programming language, only we can develop the functionality or logics only. So here I have a query. So, sir, I don't have any knowledge about coding or programming language. Am I eligible to start with Python? Why? Because to start with Java, compulsory we need some basic coding knowledge or C programming knowledge. But here I don't have anything. Yes, no issues here. Why? Because from scratch onwards, we are going to start here, and Python code is completely different compared to other programming languages. So when you observe Java or C programming language, always they are going to mention some into a equal to 10. So this type of early braces, printf, scanf, this type of code they are going to write. But in our Python, no need to follow this type of code. In case here also, if we supposed to follow the same format, then why we have to go with Python? Already we have some other programming languages. So that's why here, by using basic things only, we are going to develop the program. So see here, to install other softwares, we have to maintain some particular configuration like 8 GB RAM or 500 GB hard disk, etc. But to work with Python, any type of basic device also enough here. So already we know that Python is an open source, nothing but free. Then how to install? Then where we have to write the programs? So for this, to install the Python, just go to Google and enter Python download. Once we enter this, first link you can see here, python.org. So this is the Python official website. From here, we can download directly. So just click on Python. So here the Python 3.11.1. So this is the latest version only. So basically Python 3 is the latest version. In Python 3, you can use any version also, no problem. So for example, here I'm going to download. So when we click on the download, see automatically download has been started. So once the download finished, just click on downloaded file and they will show you option is called a run option. Just click on run. After that, they will show you install now. Just click on install button and after 10 seconds, they will show you finish. Only with the two simple clicks, we are going to finish the installation of Python in our device. So once installation finished, and how to open the Python. So just go to search and here just enter IDLE. So when we click on IDLE, automatically they will display Python software here. So see here, I just mentioned IDLE and automatically they will open one new tab here. On the screen, they are showing my current version. In my device, I am using 3.9.8. So in Python 3, any version also you can use. So every 1 or 2 months, they are going to make some few changes only. So for example, this is about my IDLE and here I'm going to write some code. First ABC, I want to write one more line. That's why I'm going to press enter key. But after ABC, here what happened? Directly they have executed our code and they are showing some error. To develop any type of logics within a line, not possible, right? We have to write multiple lines of code. But here they are allowing only single line only. For this purpose, we have to create one separate file. So just go to file and click on new file here. And inside of the file, you can write n number of lines only, no problem. So after that, we have to save this file. Again, go to file and click on save. Same like notepad only. So for example, on the desktop, I am going to save my file. So desktop. So here just enter your file name. My file name is demo. But end of the file name compulsory we have to enter .py. Py nothing but Python. To save any file in Python, compulsory we have to add the extension is called .py here. So based on the technology, extensions may vary. If you want to save your HTML file, we are going to enter .html. If you are going to use PHP, .php. So like this in Python, we are going to use .py. So just click on save. Now see here on the desktop, we have one file is called demo.py has been created. So this is the process about how to create a file and how to save the file. Now I have multiple lines of code. I want to check the result or output. For this, we have to run this program, and here only we have a run option. So just click on run and just click on run module, or otherwise you can press F5 or control F5 also, no problem. So just click on run module here. See, if errors are there, that's why they are showing errors. If there is no error, directly they will display output. Why? Because Python is interpreted programming language. Both compile and execution will be done at a time. If we have errors, they will display errors. If they don't have any errors, directly they will display output only. So see here they are showing some name error, name single quote starting, ABC single quotes ending is not defined. For example, in our file, we have 100 lines of code is available. So where exactly this error? That's why they are showing line number as well. So they are saying in demo.py in line number 1, some error will be there. So now you just fix the particular error and you can run once again. For example, here I have fixed all the errors. After each and every change, compulsory we have to perform the save. And now run this program once again. See here on the screen, they are not displaying any output, not any errors also. If we have a program, they will display output only. So this is the process of how we are going to install Python, how to work with execution, how to create the files as well. So for this, no need any coding knowledge. So this is the basic thing only we have implemented here. And after that, here our Python is divided into two parts. First one is core Python and the second one is about advanced Python only. So first one is core Python and the second one is advanced Python here. So here core Python nothing but all the basics from scratch onwards, how to create the file, how to write the program, how to print the statements, how to write the conditions. So whatever basics are required to develop the logics, we are going to discuss under core Python only. This is one small module here. So once the basics are done, then we get the clarity how to execute the program, how to write the programs, etc. So once the basics are done, now we are going to work out with advanced concepts. To develop any type of logic, we need a few advanced concepts like object, class, modules, etc. So all the advanced concepts we are going to cover under advanced Python only. So in our backend technologies, Python is the main module and majority time we are going to spend on our Python only. So this is about the core Python and advanced Python. So once both Python modules are finished, now we are able to write the logics only. To develop any type of application where we have to write this Python code, to work with any type of programming language, compulsory we need one framework, and here we are going to use Django framework only. So first of all, what exactly the framework and why we have to use? So observe here, I am a user. In my browser, I am going to enter www.abc.com. I have entered one URL here. Once I enter the URL, if URL is correct, they will display the website or application on the screen. They will display the response on the screen. So here you can see we have entered our application URL. In backend, in your application, admin developer is going to create different URLs. For example, home page, service page, contact page. Every page having some different URLs only. In case if URL is correct, they will display the response on screen, or otherwise they are going to display some error on the screen only. So observe here, here we have open Python, so they are displaying some response. In case if we open like this, so simply they will display some error on the screen. So in same scenario here also. For example, visitor entered URL is matched with your application URL. Automatically, these URLs are going to forward your request to next level is called views level. Views nothing but by using Python, we are going to write our logics here only. In your entire application, views are going to decide what type of response we have to display on the screen. So after that, views are going to forward your request to next level is called templates level, nothing but presentations, home page, about page, service page. So simply templates will send the response to views and views are going to display response on the screen. As a user, when we enter the URL, simply they will display the response on the screen. But in backend, these many steps are involved, right? So here I have mentioned only 3 steps only, but so many steps are involved. Is it possible to create entire application structure manually? Not possible, right? Then how to create automatically? So by using frameworks, we are going to create application structure automatically within the fraction of seconds only. So our job is by using your programming languages based on your requirement, we have to change the logics, we have to change the URLs and templates as well. So this is the major advantage of framework here. So here Django framework also open source. It is also free only, and Django framework developed by Python in 2003. So if you want to work with Django framework, compulsory we should know about Python programming language. Here we are not going to learn any new technologies. Simply whatever we have learned already in Python, we are going to implement in our application model only. So why Python introduced Django framework? Why we have to work out this? Why? Because here it is fully loaded. Fully loaded is nothing but to develop any type of application, we have to use different type of features only. For example, here I have one application. Here I have login, logout, register option, and here I have some registration forms. Here I want to display some videos, images. Like this, we have to use different type of features. In our Django framework, all the features are inbuilt features only. So that's why Django also called fully loaded. And the next one is about security as well. So nowadays, all major applications are facing security issues. But if we are using Django, they will avoid security issues as well. And the next one is about scalability. And the last one is about versatile as well. So by using Django framework, we can develop a different type of applications, small scale to large scale, basic websites also we can develop, e-commerce websites, e-commerce applications also we can develop with the help of Python with Django framework only. So here to work with the Django framework, no need to download any new softwares. So simply Python should be registered in your device. After that, just to go to your command prompt, we have single command, just to enter the particular command, automatically Django framework will be installed in your device. So in our Django framework, daily we are going to develop different features in our application. For example, day one, we are going to discuss how to create the application. Day two, we are going to discuss how to create the URLs, how to create the different pages, how to work with the tables, forms, images, videos. Like this, in the entire Django, we are going to develop different type of applications here. So this is about our second module in our backend technologies. So once Django finished, then we are going to work out with our third module is called MySQL. So here, when we are going to work with the Django, by default, they will give you one inbuilt and free database is called SQLite 3. So no need to work out with SQL here. Why? Because it is inbuilt only. By using Python code only, we can manage this SQLite 3 as well. But when we are going to attend for interviews, sometimes they may ask you, SQLite 3 is the inbuilt database. Then I want to use some external, some other database. That's why we are going to discuss about MySQL database as well. So database nothing but they are going to store users information in the form of rows and columns only. So here we are going to discuss MySQL. In this MySQL, we'll discuss how to create the database, how to create the data, how to read the data, how to delete the data, how to update the data. So all the operations we are going to perform under MySQL. So once Python and Django and MySQL finished, we are going to work out with two projects by using these backend technologies only. And after that, so as of now, we have completed only backend. Then what about the front end? Full stack nothing but front end also important. For this purpose, we are going to start about UI technologies or front-end technologies we are going to start here. So first of all, HTML. So what is the use of HTML? So by using HTML, we can design layouts of your application or website. For example, I want to create one institute website. So that's why in left side, I want to mention one logo. After that, I want to display one menu, home, services, etc. And one I want to display one full width image. Here some welcome content, one paragraph text I want to display, one contact form I want to display. So like this, to design this layout, we are going to use HTML only. Simply, it look like raw data. There is no look and feel. There is no styles. To add some rich look, to add some styles for this application, we are going to use CSS as well. So by using CSS, we are going to work out with styles, colors, etc. So see here, before CSS look is different, after CSS look is different. And the next one is about Bootstrap. Simply, we can say device friendly. For example, one person is going to open application in a mobile, another person is going to open in tab, another person is going to open in laptop. So based on the device screen, your application should be minimized. So if you want to develop device friendly, we are going to use Bootstrap here. So for example, here I have opened one website in my laptop. So here they are displaying the menu home about courses horizontally. When I'm going to open the same application in a mobile view, see here automatically menu has been minimized and the content also minimized based on the size only. So like this, to build the responsive, we are going to use the Bootstrap. And next one, JavaScript. So from client side, If you want to develop any type of functionalities, we are going to use the JavaScript as well. For example, I have one registration form. First field is name, phone number, and the email will be there. Instead of phone number, visitor enter the email ID. So simply they will display, please enter valid phone number, please enter valid email ID. This type of validations also we can perform with the help of JavaScript only. So like this, by using this, we can develop client-side different type of functionalities here. And after that, jQuery to add the minimal animations in your application. For example, see here, when I'm going to open my website, so automatically on the screen, one image, few titles has been displayed. And after some time, automatically images are changed, titles are changed. This is some kind of animation only. So like this, if you want to add in your application, we are going to use about jQuery as well. Once finished these front-end modules, again by using only front-end technologies, if people are going to develop 3 different applications as well. So like this, by using front-end technologies, we are going to develop the front-end. By using back-end technologies, we are going to develop the back-end as well. So see here, in our application process, already we have mentioned how our application will work, URLs, views. Here we are using Python Django backend only. But when it comes to templates, we are going to use front-end technologies only. So these are the front-end and back-end modules. And along with this, we are going to cover one tool is called GitHub only. So to maintain different versions of your application, for example, today we have launched our application. So just to consider, this is the first version. After 2 months, we have added few more new features in my application. I'm going to consider a second version. So like this, to maintain different versions of your application, we are going to use the GitHub. And at the same way, we can collaborate as a team also. So for example, I have joined in one company. There we are developing one employee application. Simply, your team lead is going to create one GitHub account. Here, he will create the different modules. He will assign to different team members only. You people have to complete the task and you have to upload your files here. So like this, we can collaborate as a team and the testers are going to perform their testing. Everything here we are going to consider with GitHub only. So by using GitHub, mainly 2 things. We can collaborate as a team. We can maintain different versions of your application as well. In interviews also, sometimes they will check your GitHub skills. When we are going to attend for interviews, they will give you some task or assignment only. So they will ask you to send your assignment by using GitHub. Then how to send the files by using GitHub? Here we are going to learn. So these are the modules we are going to cover in our Python full stack. So first we are going to discuss about the backend technologies. Once the backend finished, then we are going to start with the front-end technologies as well. From tomorrow onwards, our first module, Python, will be started. So first Python, after that Django Framework, after that MySQL and GitHub. One by one we'll discuss. Okay.